everyone, and welcome to Physio Move and Groove. My name is Jeannie, and I'm a physical therapist with over 25 years of experience helping people to be able to move well, feel well, and be well. So welcome to part 2 of the Physio Ball episode. So if you missed part 1, I want to reiterate the importance of looking around and see if you have one of these sports balls lying around somewhere. A lot of times people have these sports balls and they hide them in their closet somewhere. Well, go ahead and pull it out right now. I'll give you a moment there because it's such an important thing to be able to use for your exercise equipment. The reason why the sports ball is such a good piece of equipment is that it actually makes the exercises you would normally do without it way more challenging. So you get more bang for your buck to do these exercises. It gets those muscles involved that help to keep your balance and keep you stabilized. So again, it's well worth pulling out that sports ball to be able to do these exercises. So today, we're going to be focusing on our upper extremity sports ball exercises. So we're going to start with the very first one, which again is my favorite exercise. If you have watched the shoulder video, we go over this, but because it is one of my favorites, I'm going to show you guys again how to do this exercise. It is called Y, T's, and W's, simply because we are doing Y, T's, and W's over top of the ball. So you're going to get yourself over top of the ball to start with. Position yourself nice and comfortable. And then basically what you're going to be doing is making a Y, a T, and a W with your arms. You want to make sure, though, that your neck is in a nice neutral position so you don't end up hurting that. So you want it to be in the same alignment as the rest of your spine is. And then all you're going to do is lift both arms up. Make a nice Y, squeeze those shoulder blades together, hold for a few seconds, and then you're going to bring it back down. Then you're going to make yourself a T. Again, you're squeezing those shoulder blades together. That is where the exercise should begin, is from those shoulder blades. And then lastly, you're going to make a W. This exercise is super important for anyone who has any kind of shoulder, neck, or mid-back issues, because we work all those scapular stabilization muscles, which are not the ones we typically work in the gym. Everyone likes to do those biceps and triceps, those nice beach body muscles, but we forget about all these little muscles in and behind our shoulder blades, which are super important. So nice and slow when you do these. Now, if they're too easy for you, of course, you can pick up weights as long as you're keeping that good form. And so you'll end up start with 1 set of 10 of each of these, and you can work your way up to 2 sets of 10. So that's the first exercise. Next exercise is actually a stretch. And this is super beneficial, especially for people, even if you've had rotator cuff repair surgery. After about 3 weeks, you can start to do something called active assisted range of motion. And this is a really good way to assist the range of motion of your shoulder. So all you're going to do is put your hands on the ball, and then you're going to lean forward, and you can stretch forward as far as you can go. It's a good stretch for your back. It's a great stretch for your shoulders. Now, if you're doing it as a stretch, you actually want to be able to hold it for about 30 seconds, and then you'll bring yourself back up. Now, you can also angle it, and you can go to the side so that you kind of get that shoulder stretch in a different direction. Same thing. 30-second hold if you're doing it as a stretch, and then bring it back and you can go to the other side. 30-second hold if you're doing it as a stretch. If you're just doing it for assisted range of motion of your shoulder, then you can simply roll it out and then come back. And in that case, you're going to do about 20 of them, and you're not really going to hold it. You're just going to go nice and slow. Okay, so that's the second exercise. The third exercise, which is actually a fantastic exercise, so I highly suggest that you all try this one. It's called a prone walkout. And why it's such a great exercise is, first of all, it's a great core strengthening exercise. So you have to have fairly good core strength to be able to do this exercise. But secondly, it's one of the best shoulder stabilization exercises that you can do. So if any of you listening have had any kind of a labral issue in your shoulder, then this is a fantastic exercise because you want to be putting weight through your shoulder to work those scapular stabilizers, and that's exactly what this exercise is going to do for you. So basically this time, you're going to get on top of your ball and you're going to roll yourself out. Now, the further you go, the more you're working your core to be able to stay on the ball. One of the most important things too if you're doing it as a shoulder exercise, is that you keep your arms nice and straight as you roll yourself forward. So you don't want to be bending your arms. Now, again, you can get spicy here and do a push-up. Add a push-up on the end, which sometimes people like to challenge themselves, so go for that. The key, again, is that you roll yourself forward, your abs are tight and engaged the whole time, your arms are straight and your shoulders are stable, and then you're going to roll yourself back out. And again, same thing there. You can try about 2 sets of 10 of those exercises. You can add on your push-ups if you like at the end to make it a little bit more challenging for you. So the last exercise I'm going to show you, we're actually going to get up into standing. Okay, so for the last exercise, you just need to find a wall that you can put the ball on. And basically what you're going to do is stand about arm's length away from the ball. And so I'll show you with my right arm so you can see what I'm doing. And this actually works that serratus anterior muscle and works the shoulder stabilization muscles. So what you're going to do is you're going to push forward like you're doing, almost like you're doing a ceiling punch, but you're pushing into the ball, keeping your hands straight. The really important thing to do is that you're not leaning into the ball and you're not bending your elbow at all, okay? So you're just pushing forward, and then you'll see that what you want to do once you get that push forward position, you're going to do little circles. And you're going to do circles clockwise 20 times. Once you're done those 20, you're going to go the other way, counterclockwise 20 times, while you're still pushing into the ball with your arms straight. Now, you might not think that this is much of an exercise, but it's shocking how much you actually use those shoulder stabilization muscles when you're doing this exercise. So again, going 20 times one direction, pushing that arm into the ball without leaning into it, so your body position stays exactly the same, and then going the other way 20 times. And you can probably do about 2 sets of 20, but if you start to notice that you're wobbling your body or you're moving all around, reset yourself, pull those abs in, and start again so that you have good form when you're doing this. Okay, folks, so there you have it, 4 simple exercises for using the stability ball for your upper extremity. Again, our Y, T's, and W's, a crowd favorite in our clinic, our shoulder stretch going forward, the prone walkouts, and pushing against the wall with that therapeutic ball. So hopefully you will use that ball and realize that it is more bang for your buck to be able to do those exercises with the ball. So I want to thank you all so much for tuning in, and I really hope that you will subscribe to this channel. Go ahead and press it. The button's right there. It really helps me to stay motivated to continue to do these different videos for you every single week. Also, I hope that you will like and comment. Give me some ideas of some things that you have found that have helped you out, or even variations of how to do the exercises. And by all means, please give me ideas of what you'd like me to cover in the future, because it simply makes my heart smile. So most of the time I dance my way out of here, but again, because I have my friend the ball with me today, it's kind of hard to dance out of here. So I'm just going to kind of bounce on the ball and do another great stabilization exercise for you, where you can just do some marches while you're on the ball. So thanks again for tuning in, and I'll catch you next Friday.